What's up, YouTube? I'm G Infinite. Today I'll be doing an exclusive on the Marvel Legends Gamerverse Punisher helmet. Also, I did a custom figure. I got the idea from Life with Brock. So special shout out to Life with Brock. Amazing YouTube channel on customs. So today's episode is on the Punisher helmet and my own custom figure on the Punisher. Alright guys, so today I'll be doing the Punisher helmet. This is from Marvel Gamerverse, and this is from the Marvel Legends. Very cool and new look to the Punisher, because most of us, we know that the Punisher is Frank Castle, but the Punisher now, it has the War Machine outfit, and I'll explain to you guys in a little bit of detail when I talk about the custom figure I did and why the Punisher has the War Machine outfit. Starting off with this amazing Marvel Gamerverse helmet. This is the Punisher helmet, of course. It is a very similar look to the Iron Man helmet. I like this helmet a lot because it does have that Punisher look on the faceplate. As you can tell, the faceplate has that kind of black lining, but you still see kind of like that skeleton look of the Punisher, which you notice on the mouthpiece, those three lines that are going down. And then of course the nose piece has that skeleton kind of vibe, which is really cool. One thing that I love about this helmet is that you know that the Punisher gets messy. Obviously, the Punisher is a very strategic and he's skilled in combat. So you know whatever he's wearing is bound to get dirty. And you can tell right here, it looks almost like it's like these brown patterns of like dirt on the side of the helmet on the faceplate. And also they gave it that look like the metal is faded. There you see kind of like those bits of like silver to make it look more like that black look is fading, and almost like that rusty kind of metal look, which is really cool. Like what they did on the mouthpiece, you see a little bit more of that dirt brown there, and of course more of that silver pattern where the black, it looks like it's fading out. So I love how they went about it. I want to show you guys real quick just the back. There you see a little bit more of the helmet, and of course it's just really cool. Another thing that's really cool about the back portion, now that I'm here, is that of course you can take this out, so it adjusts. So obviously this can come out and you can just pop it back in. So that's a really cool look. And then of course I noticed that in the side over here, you have a little bit of these buttons here, like the mechanical buttons, which looks pretty neat. And of course, that's more for show than anything, because obviously, you know, by pushing them in, they won't do anything. But where it's really cool is that the faceplate, just like the Iron Man helmet, can come out. So it makes these noises, and there you see the faceplate. So you're taking a good look at the faceplate, and it just looks really neat. There you see like those mechanical patterns. It looks like it's been done very well. Obviously, this is a Tony Stark outfit, so you know War Machine was created by Tony Stark, so he's the mastermind inventor of the War Machine suit. And it just looks really neat. Like the patterns that they gave it, very similar to the Iron Man faceplate as well. And then of course, looking inside of this helmet, there you see the straps. These straps are for the fitting of the head, as you can see there. And it has almost like a cushion on the top here, and that cushion is kind of like just for your head to be fitted in, and the cushion kind of keeps your head a little bit protected. And then over here you have these are what they call magnetic strips, and these magnetic strips, what they normally do is that they hold the faceplate together. So when you slide in the faceplate, it'll actually hold it in together. Let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. And of course here, boom. And then it makes those mechanical noises every time you remove or detach the faceplate. It's gonna just make that noise. Another thing that I noticed is that, of course, if you wanted to, you can take the faceplate out and you can use it to put the faceplate up on a higher level, so the helmet kind of looks like it's opening up. And that's also a really new touch and a really cool look to this Punisher War Machine helmet. All right, guys. So this helmet, just a lot of cool detail, and the artwork looks really, really nice. You can tell this is definitely a Punisher helmet because it's been through war, and Punisher, for those of us that know, has gone through many wars. And of course, he's kind of like the guy that goes into combat and he is just eliminating everyone. So with the faceplate being put right back on, there are a couple of things that do happen. There's a button on the inside, and this button on the inside over here in the corner where the battery pack is. By the way, where the battery pack is, you can use 3 AAA batteries, and those AAA batteries are the smaller batteries. Of course, once you remove that screw up top here, you can fit all those 3 batteries. And then what it does is this button over here controls the LED lights. So you'll see them fading. They kind of, if you can look inside the helmet real quick, you can see right now it's fully functional. Then it fades a bit, and then it fades a bit more, and then it's off. So this is a cool touch to the helmet. Of course, I'm going to show you what it looks like with the lights off so you can get a better look. So go ahead and turn those lights off, and I will show you right now what that looks like. Of course, here it's fully activated. That is the LED lights at its highest power. And then, of course, if you want to dim them down a bit, it's one dim and then another dim. And then, of course, you turn them off. So like what it does, because, of course, the button as well, when you press it, it does the mechanical noises once it turns on. So that is a new touch and really, really neat to this Punisher helmet. They did a great job with the Punisher helmet. Love the detail inside the actual head sculpt. And this is the newest look to the Marvel Gamerverse Punisher helmet / War Machine. All right, guys. So this is the newest custom that I've done. I got this idea from Life with Brock, an amazing YouTube channel that shows you how to create your own customs. So if you guys want to check that out, I definitely would. And here, of course, is my own custom War Machine Punisher. Now, you guys are probably wondering, wait a minute, War Machine Punisher, how is that happening? Just a little bit of the backstory. I'm not going to take too long, but the Punisher was called to do a mission. Nick Fury called him up. Nick Fury, of course, said, hey, you know, I need you for a mission. The Punisher made it very clear that he doesn't work for the United States government and he does not work for S.H.I.E.L.D. So he let him know that right off the back. Of course, Nick Fury was able to pull him into this mission because he said that there were kids involved, and the Punisher's weak spot is wherever there are children involved. All he wants to do is save lives. So that's how the Punisher got dragged into that mission. Of course, he found out that there are people using Tony Stark custom suits, which we're looking at like a lot of different War Machine suits that were stolen. And those War Machine suits are being used by the enemy. So he goes ahead and he does this mission, and he was offered the War Machine suit by Nick Fury. So he decided, okay, I'm going to use the War Machine suit. Obviously, the Punisher with the War Machine suit is extremely dangerous. He's dangerous just as the Punisher, but nevertheless, with the War Machine suit, it just makes him even more vicious. So he goes on to this mission. To make a long story short, he eliminated everyone. That Punisher status. He eliminated everyone, and of course, the enemy was terminated. And after that, he kept the Punisher, the War Machine suit. So after he kept the War Machine suit, he just continued about his regular ways as Frank Castle to eliminate everyone. So this is where I got that custom. I mean, the comic book is an amazing read, and there you see the comic book of the War Machine Punisher there on the back, which is really, really cool. Definitely a good read, guys. If I would suggest that you guys read the whole series. It's just an amazing read, and the Punisher just does a lot of damage. So getting into this figure, I decided to go ahead and do a lot of weapons on this Hulkbuster suit. I don't want to give too much detail, but yes, Obviously, those of you that are Marvel Legends fans, you can tell what kind of scale I used. And getting into a couple of the things here, I did put, here you see the missiles on both sides. So I did put missiles on both sides. And I added an amazing bazooka here, or rocket launcher, however you guys want to look at it, and it just looks really cool. I decided to not make everything just look black, so I gave it that metallic look there that you can see. It has almost like that metal finish. The same thing with the rockets there on the sides. I gave it almost like that metallic look. And here on the hands, I made sure that it looks like the Punisher is putting in work, so you can tell that it has a little bit of that rusty look. It's like the black is fading into that metal. The same thing that you guys saw with the helmet. And then I added machine guns to the side of the arms, on both arms. Just a real cool machine gun. And then I gave it a little bit more of that metallic silver on the lining there, and more of that gray wash, or that silver wash. I did that silver wash on the hands. I also did it on the feet, as you can tell, and on the knee padding. So that's a really cool look. Now, this is where the figure got a little bit more difficult for me, is the actual artwork on the chest piece. The chest piece there, you see the traditional Punisher logo. Of course, I used white to bring that out, but I did do a little bit of that spotted black there wash down the middle lining. So it just looks a little bit more faded, not just a straight white skeleton look to that chest piece. And then I did give it a little bit of that black wash on the sides there to make it look a little bit more faded, not just completely white. And then there you see the skeleton nose look, and of course the mouthpiece on the bottom, that lining there. Very difficult to do this, not only because you need to use a very thin brush, but one, I'm not the best painter in the world, so it does look really amazing, at least to me. And then over here on the mouthpiece, I decided to go with that Punisher look. You know, I did the head sculpt, and of course I gave it that white, and then the back I kept it black, but I did add some splashes of that black on the actual head sculpt to make it look a little faded. And then of course the eyes I kept yellow, but I might change them to red just so it could look like it's activated. Of course, that's something that I might want to do later on. But however, I just think it looks amazing. This is a custom. I got the idea from Life with Brock, so this is just my own twist on the Punisher War Machine, and it just looks amazing. This is the Punisher War Machine custom figure by yours truly. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please subscribe, hit that bell for the next notification, and definitely hit us with a like. I'm G Infinite. Peace out, YouTube.